In the world of Epic Mickey, there are three separate realms. We've got the Wasteland, which is where the games actually take place. There's the Cartoon World, which is where Mickey lives. And then there's this third mysterious realm, the Real World. This mysterious third realm is explored much more in Epic Mickey 2, with a whole side quest about picking up items from the real world. But it still has a limited presence in Epic Mickey 1. The third stage in Epic Mickey after your first visit to Main Street, Mickey Junk Mountain. This place is littered with old Mickey merchandise, since it's the place also dumped all the Mickey items that fell into Wasteland. But how much of these pieces of Mickey junk actually have real world counterparts? Let's find out. You enter Mickey Junk Mountain via the base of the mountain, and the main objective of the level is to fix a crane in order to open a lunchbox. This lunchbox is a real thing, and was produced by a company called Adco Liberty in 1954, and according to Lunchbox.com, the company lost their Disney license not long after these lunchboxes started being produced, meaning that these lunchboxes are few in number and are relatively rare, which is kinda strange, because I've actually seen at least two of these, both of which were in antique stores relatively close to each other. I didn't get them because they seemed kind of expensive for what they were, but I did take a photo of one because I recognized it from Epic Mickey. And one of them was still there when I came back a year later, so I guess these lunchboxes aren't that high of a demand. In order to get the crane to operate so you can head further up Mickey Junk Mountain, you need to paint in 3 different TVs, which are on different islands. The island farthest to the right is the one that features the iconic Mickey Mouse phone, which you can use in-game to shut off a thinner pipe and get a chest, or connect to the telephone in Oztown to complete a quest. The phone is based on a rotary phone from 1976, and from what I can see, they are relatively common. This is a piece of Mickey memorabilia that I'd love to own, but I don't really see owning, since the phones were sold in America, and I live over here in Australia. Sitting right next to the telephones are these Nintendo cartridges, featuring the games Mickey Mousecapade for the NES, and the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse for the SNES. These have the Nintendo branding removed from them in Epic Mickey, probably so they don't get a lawsuit from Nintendo. In Epic Mickey, you can use them to make a path across the thinner, onto your island with the crane to the island with the TV. Also on the island is a large bit of paper, which looks to be a membership for the Mickey Mouse Club. No, not the 90s TV show, and not even the 50s TV show. The original Mickey Mouse Club was a club run by local theaters in the 1930s, where members would watch the latest Mickey Mouse cartoon and sometimes dabble in cosplay. Yes, that creepy photo of all the people in the Mickey masks is from a Mickey Mouse Club meeting, at least to my knowledge. The clubs were openly endorsed by Walt Disney, and is what eventually inspired the TV show. Another fragment of the Mickey Mouse Club is seen just above the TV, which is a little golden book called Mickey Mouse and the Missing Mouseketeers. I assume you can infer what the book is about based on the title. The reason I bring the book up is because, well, I have it. Yeah, welcome to the first of many times I point at something and go, hey, I have that! Up a bit further is a breakable chest. Underneath it is a Mickey Mouse watch, one of the most iconic pieces of Mickey merchandise. This watch was designed specifically for Epic Mickey, but it is definitely inspired by the original Ingersoll watch from the 1930s. But it does have a few things switched up a bit. I actually have 2 Mickey character watches in my possession. Neither of them are the original Ingersoll ones, since those are crazy expensive if you want one that isn't falling apart. Interestingly, there's also a non-Mickey piece of merch upon Mickey Junk Mountain, being a can of 1950 Snow White Snow Spray Bomb. From the images I can see online, it looks like it was made for decorative snow, more than to make a snow bomb, like the name would suggest. Now, the biggest island is the middle one, but that doesn't really have anything on it due to, there being a massive crane plonked onto it, so let's move on. On the island to the left, there also isn't much, besides some posters and a can of Donald Duck orange juice. But there is, however, a path of objects floating in thinner that leads us to a gremlin. On the path there, we've got some pretty generic building blocks and some Mickey Mouse Club pins, which could be these ones that you could get around the time the TV show was around. But I'm not too sure. I also couldn't find a match for the drum the gremlin is on. There are a ton of different Mickey Mouse drums, and none of them seem to match the design here. And now we get to the good bit. We get to Mickey Junk Mountain itself. Okay, if we jump onto this Mickey Mouse picture and over this Mickey Mouse lunchbox, get to the Mickey Mouse Gumball Machine. This particular gumball machine is based on this Hasbro gumball machine from the 1960s. I also have a Mickey Mouse gumball machine, but it's not this design, it's this one. There's also this random Mickey Mouse toy which doesn't seem to be inspired on any particular Mickey toy, since in the 30s the designs pretty much varied, although they did share the same basic aesthetic. I have several Mickey Mouse toys, including this one. Okay, finally, there are a lot of posters and books just lying about the place, so let's go through a quick fire round to figure out what they are. A book titled The Adventures of Mickey Mouse No. 2, which was originally published in 1931. A poster for Trader Mickey, a short from 1932 that appears to have aged quite poorly. A poster of 1940s Tugboat Mickey. A poster for the 1936 short Through the Mirror, which is also the projector to Oztown in Epic Mickey. Mickey Mouse Book, the first ever Mickey Mouse book published. A poster for Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse Happy Birthday Show, a 1968 compilation film. A poster celebrating Mickey's 8th birthday. The book Mickey Mouse on Tour, a poster for just the Mickey cartoons in general. And a book called Mickey Mouse Big Holiday Numbers. Okay, and that's pretty much everything that's on the first level of Mickey Junk Mountain. With that said, we should end the video here as we venture up further up the mountainside. See you guys in the next video.